Hello, Facebook family. Welcome to today's live session where we're going to be talking about the basics of life insurance. And my name is Charmaine Preston. For those who don't know me, I'm very excited today to walk you through the basics of life insurance. I am a licensed sales agent here in Columbus, Georgia, but I also service the whole state of Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Maryland, Texas, Ohio. I'm licensed basically up the East Coast. So if you're looking for some life insurance for yourself or for a loved one, feel free to reach out to me on here through Messenger, or you can call me at 706-525-5931. I'd be glad to help you out with some life insurance information, how you can get qualified, or if you're looking for somebody for your someone like your loved one, I'd be glad to give you some information so we can get you covered. That's what it's all about. Having something than nothing, and they're doing it on your budget. It be budget friendly, customized to your needs. That's what I'm here for. Not only do I help people with life insurance, I also do health insurance for individuals and families, and also for those who are eligible for Medicare. So if you're someone looking for some health insurance, need help with Medicare, and you have questions, if it's not you, a loved one, please like and share this broadcast. It can be beneficial to your loved ones if you're Facebook friends with your loved ones, even people you go to church with, people that you associate with on your job, just anybody in the community that you think that would benefit from it. Please make sure you like and share so that when you share this information, they have the opportunity to view it and get something valuable from it, or be able to share with their audience. So that's what it's all about. Sharing is caring. I thank you for watching me live, for those who come on here live. And if you could put in the comment hashtag live, I won't be on here long. Just want to give you some nuggets about understanding the basics of life insurance. Also, if you catch the replay, make sure you put hashtag replay in the replay. When you see the replay, put hashtag replay so I can keep up who's watching. And again, it's important to like this so that you continue to get notification when I go live. Even if you can't catch it live, you can watch it later or see previous lives. That's why I'm asking you to like it. I see I have comments. So what we're going to talk about today is life insurance. Life insurance is a contract between you and the insurance company. So basically, it's designed to help you with your protection of your assets so that when your time is no longer being here with your loved ones, they can have money to be able to survive and be able to continue to live the lifestyle that they used to live in, or be able to buy time to figure out what they're going to do, because your income that supported them is no longer here, but they have a life policy that can help them continue to help them afloat to the things of the lifestyle that you introduce them to, or be able to buy them time to be able to get some affairs in order so that they continue to survive and be able to thrive in this lifetime. We all know it costs money to live in this world, and the life insurance policy is set where your loved ones not only have money to bury you, but also have that money to do they do the things that they need to do on a day-to-day basis. So that's what life insurance is. Not only a policy that you can get for your loved ones to bury you, it's also like an income protection or income replacement. So we all hear this word legacy. So think of life insurance not only for burying somebody, but it's also a legacy thing, able to pass down tax-free money to your loved ones. And that's what life insurance does for your loved one. That's you hear all the time, life insurance is one of the best gifts you can ever give to your loved ones. Second thing I want to talk about, how does life insurance works? So basically, how life insurance works is the insurance company asks you to pay a regular premium on a monthly basis, or you can pay it up 10 years, 20 years. So basically the contract is stating in there, and the exchange you paying them a premium as long as you stay on top of paying your premium on time. And exchange, the insurance company will give you the death benefit that you selected. So long as you hold your part of the contract, the insurance company is gonna hold their part of the contract, which is paying your loved ones the death benefit. So again, the death benefit is designed to help your family with funeral costs, mortgage payments, and other financial obligations you may leave behind. I know you guys are familiar with mortgage protection insurance. You probably get stuff in the mail about it. Mortgage protection insurance also a form of life insurance where you take out a policy strictly for the amount of your mortgage. So you basically say, hey, if you have a mortgage for 200,000, you will take out a term life policy for that mortgage for the period of time that your mortgage is going to last. So if you have a 30-year mortgage, you will take out a 30-year term policy in the amount of your mortgage balance. And I tell people when I'm on appointments with them talking about mortgage protection, if you can't afford the premium for like a 200,000 30-year term policy, that you can get something at least half of that amount so that it can still meet the needs of your loved ones in case you're not here to see the house paid off. At least you give them a start to be able to refinance your home or be able to relocate if they need to. They would have the money in the policy. So that's the example of having mortgage protection insurance is be able to take out a life insurance policy amount of your mortgage balance and being to have that just in case something happened to you, your family have the money to pay off the mortgage or at least be able to refinance it with that policy. The next thing, who needs life insurance? Everyone needs life insurance. It's no longer the older adults that need life insurance nowadays. Children need life insurance. I sell a lot of children whole life policies. My favorite one to sell is Gerber Life whole life policies, and the reason why that's my favorite one is because if you buy your children a $10,000 whole life policy, when they turn 18, that policy doubles. So that's a good and these children policy cost little or nothing, like less than $10, depending on their age. If they're real young, you don't have to pay a lot for a $10,000 policy on your child, and it just give you a sense of hope and peace that you got something on them. May not be it really only take a lot to bury a child, but God forbid if something happens to your child, you need to have some life insurance on them, and it could be as little as $5, $10. Just all depends on their age. It's also helpful to have life insurance policy on your spouse. So God forbid if your spouse, most spouses are breadwinners in their house, so you need to have a policy on the breadwinner and vice versa. So if the spouse leave early, then the other spouse, that spouse won't have to worry about how they're going to pay the bills, how they're going to pay the mortgage. It's all because you went ahead and planned ahead of time and left them a life insurance policy where they can figure out what they're going to do when that time comes. So again, life insurance creates a space of peace, creates a space of being prepared. If something happened, you already have that set aside and taken care of, and you don't have to worry about finances. The only thing you want to be doing is, mourning about the person. If that has, when it comes to that time, it's the only thing you should be worrying about. You shouldn't be worrying about finances that you're already taken care of in a life insurance policy. Of course, you want to have a savings account, but life insurance policy is definitely the way to go to make sure that there's income protection. And also not only protection, but replacement. So again, you can use a life insurance policy for that as well. So again, if somebody's relying on your income, you need life insurance. That's how you know you need life insurance. Somebody's relying on your income, you need it. There are different types of life insurance. You have whole life, you have term life, then you have a thing called universal life. Universal life is a combination of term and whole life. So Those are the different types of life insurance, and each one has different features and benefits to your advantage and based off your financial goals and needs. So, like I was giving an example about why you would need a term life policy. You would need a term life policy, for example, if you have a mortgage, because you don't want that debt to fall on your family. So, term life is just what it says. It's only used for a certain period of time while you're achieving your financial goals and paying down debt. So you want to use a term life for those reasons. As you walking through your different phases of life, that's what you need term life policy for. But once you start getting closer to retirement age and paying down your debt, I always recommend people, my senior citizens, 55 and up, I always recommend to them a whole life policy, because at that time your kids are grown, and now it's just you and your spouse or just yourself, and you don't need a whole lot of money to leave behind. You just need some money to, one, bury you, leave a legacy to your grandkids, or maybe your adult kids, leave, anywhere between 20,000, maybe in a $50,000 policy. But you won't need as much as you was bargaining for in the beginning when you had, you know, little ones depend on you, or a spouse. That's depending on you. By that time, you should be established and maybe have other savings elsewhere to rely on. Universal life is my favorite, because you can use universal life policies for to fund your dreams and goals, like sending your children to college, or starting a business, or having your first down payment, or using this policy for retirement planning. Universal life is starting to become a little common now, a little bit, because of different agents on here promoting on Facebook and other social media platform. So universal life has its place as well, and universal life is known as a permanent whole life policy. So it's underneath the umbrella of whole life coverage. So this policy, a whole life policy, it will never expire, and it builds cash value. So certain whole life policies are designed to borrow from. And then you have policies called final expense insurance. Those policies are not designed to borrow from. So if you catch somebody saying they got a final expense policy, those little baby policy, 5,000, 10,000, and 20,000, I would not encourage them to borrow against it, because it's not designed for that. They try to borrow from it, the company will tell them how much they can, and then if you try to go and pay it back, it's going to be very impossible to pay it back. So what end up happening is they'll just end up taking the balance that you borrow from and subtract from the death benefit, which probably leaves somebody with little or nothing to leave to their family. So final expense insurance is not designed to borrow against. It's your universal life policies that you can borrow against the cash value. You don't have to worry about paying it back, because they'll be able to subtract it from this big death benefit. And also universal life, not only does it build cash value, it also guarantees a certain interest rate. And they get their interest rates based off indexing strategies, which mirrors the indexes of the stock market. But this live is not about universal life, just getting you little information about each policy. So at the end of the day, without taking too much time on this live, it's all about picking the right type of life insurance, which depends on your circumstances and goals. And that's why it's important to talk to somebody like me that's knowledgeable and licensed to help you make an informed decision that aligns with your needs. And it's very important to start now. It's never too late to start. But while you're young, there's a saying, while you're young and healthy, get some life insurance now. I'm young and I got some life insurance as well. I'm just not saying it, I'm actually practicing it. I have 2 life policies. So it's very important to have a life insurance policy. The premiums can be based off of your budget, and of course, qualifying for life insurance, it all depends on your health and your age. That's why we're saying get it while you're young, where you're not taking a lot of medicines and stuff like that. It's okay if you get it now where you're taking medicines and you have health issues. We do have certain life insurance company that will take people with certain health issues, and and you still can get immediate coverage to a certain extent, depending on the health situation. Um, but even if you did have some kind of health issue where the company's like, well, we can't give you immediate coverage, but we'll still cover you as long as you are surviving the policy for 2 years. We call that guarantee acceptance. So you still will have coverage, but the policy will be designed where if something happened to you before the 2 years, then your family will only get the money that you pay into it plus 10%. But that gives you something than nothing, because some people get discouraged and say, well, I'm just going to put my money in a savings account. You putting your money in a savings account is not going to grow your money. So you better off just partnering with the insurance company and hoping that you'll be able to outlive that 2 year stipulation and be able to give your family a peace of mind by leaving them as little as 5,000 or 10,000, 8,000, whatever you can afford, and be able to know that you took care of what you need to take care of while you was here. So again, life insurance is creating that peace of mind, financial protection if something happens to you. Good thing about life insurance, it's not only for when something happens to you. Now life insurance come with living benefits. So what I mean by living benefits is, God forbid you get sick or have some kind of terminal illness like cancer, you have to take some of your life insurance policy and put it towards those sickness or situations, and knowing that you don't have to dig into your 401k or your savings account. You're able to subtract it from your life insurance policy and still be able to continue to function and go about your day-to-day lifestyle without touching your 401k or your lifetime savings. So if you want to learn more about this, feel free to message me, or you can call me at 706-525-593. I'd be glad to have a conversation with you. It's no cost to you. And that's it. If anybody have any questions, concerns, you can ask me now. I'd be glad to answer your questions about life insurance. Okay, well, I thank you all for tuning in today to learn about life insurance with me. Remember, life can be unpredictable, but as long as you take the steps to secure your family's future, that's what matters. So, if you want to reach out to me to explore your options, please feel free to message me on here, or you can call me at 706-525-5931. Hope you stay informed, protected, and take care.